What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger, man. We got a highly voted video on this one. You read the title, Volte Eco is here. Now, we got 3 weeks until it officially rolls out, but we get to finally, look under the hood and see, what all it is. What does it do? How does this utility benefit us? How does it work? And, this is the video to keep you updated. So hopefully, y'all appreciate this type of content. Hit that like button. Let's get into this. So we got about let's say around the 130th project that is listing the Volte Change widget on our website. So shout out to Frog CEO Token. See that partnership here. They have it where their audience can now, or their holders can now use the Volte Change widget directly on their website to be able to buy their token. And also at the same time, it's a benefit for us VoltiEco holders because it burns VoltiEco, but it also burns their token as well. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. So shout out to them. Think about this, y'all. When thousands of people, or should I say projects, are listed or using the Volte Change widget on their website, and all their communities, investors are using Volte Change to buy, think about that buying frenzy is going to create, and how much burn that can potentially create, y'all. This is just the beginning. If you're here seeing this right now, this is only the beginning. So you got to think, a year down the line, 2 years down the line, you have to be patient with this and let it fully roll out. But just think about the power of that when thousands of investors are listing the Volte Change widget on their, thousands of projects are listing the Volte Change widget on their website, allowing their investors to, help burn the VoltiEco supply. Crazy utility. That's already one crazy utility. Then we get the Volte cards, another crazy utility. We got the Battle Royale game, and now we get VoltiEco, VoltiFlex coming. It's just crazy. Votoshi doesn't stop. But shout out to Pablo, all the VoltiEco influencers, content creators, everybody out there keeping, the streets informed about VoltiEco. So Votoshi says in March 2023, ARB airdrop 1.16 billion tokens worth 1.8 billion plus at today's price to users on this platform. Again, some users earned up to 2 million by interacting with the project according to their instructions. So here's some examples here. Think about that. $1.8 billion given out in the month of March alone. So think about the other 11 months, how much money will be given out during, those months through airdrops. Votoshi has created a utility to allow artificial intelligence to go out and collect these airdrops and bring them back to VoltiEco holders. We're going to talk about how in a second, but this is just crazy, y'all. So Votoshi says the above examples are just two of the latest notable airdrops that took place, but over the years, networks, blockchains, protocols, airdrops such as Uni, ENS, DYDX have proven to be a huge revenue and attention generator. From here on, we'll let VoltiEco and AI take over. So this is what's so powerful about this new utility, that it is autonomous. Artificial intelligence will basically run this protocol and do all the heavy lifting for us. Before, you had to do, jump through all these hoops, complete all these tasks to collect airdrops. Now we have a utility through our token, created by Votoshi, that will allow us to, basically not have to manually do this process anymore and still reap the rewards from it. That's crazy right there. So AI obviously became a big narrative lately, but the recent multi-million-dollar airdrops are also getting a good deal of attention. Let's look into some of the most recent ones and why it may be worth that to vote. So we looked at that thread down there, and then got the inventors saying waiting for an airdrop. But now we got AI to do this, so we don't even have to wait anymore. Shout out to Votoshi, retweeted my last video. In this video, I told y'all before the floor price of VoltiEco's NFT collection, VDSC, went up, I tried to tell y'all with this much bullish catalyst ahead of us, it's likely to see the floor price rise. And that we did see. So, hopefully y'all were able to benefit that. Hit that like button if you did catch that, or hit the like button even if you didn't. You'll catch it on the next one. But shout out to Mike the investor as well, keeping everybody informed. And Votoshi says AI powering burns, AI powering buybacks, AI powering yield, AI powering a whole ecosystem. VoltiEco will vote. So artificial intelligence, it's the theme right now. It's the wave right now. Everybody talking about it. ChatGPT this, AI predicts this, AI how to do this. All that's the lane right now. So figuring out how to create a utility out of this fresh trend, this, that we seeing take over right now. It's crazy. That tells us that Votoshi is kind of, also, he brought us the Volte card. So it's not like he doesn't have things in the works that was already, in play. But bringing this shows us that, he's able to, stay with the times of what's, the leading disruptive technology and bring us utility through that technology. So many things that artificial intelligence can do. I haven't heard anybody using AI to be able to do this. So now bringing it to it, or at least bringing it to a meme coin. So that's a very disruptive technology. That's what it's about, changing the space, doing things that make the space easier, that incentivizes people to stay in the space, to just grow the space, empower the space. And that's what Satoshi is doing with these new utilities. So super dope to be a part of the Volt Army. Shout out to Rodney as well, keeping everybody updated. Shout out to Pablo. Take a look at this chart Satoshi shared with the VoltEco price at 1859. Satoshi says, Volte chart, Volte banners, Volte times ahead. It just feels good to vote. VolteEco, Volt, and Volt Army. So it definitely does, man. We talked about how we were forming that triple bottom and how the price was likely to go up after that. And look what happened. Right off of that triple bottom, price turned around right there and took us all the way to the 1859 level. This is why you want to be subscribed. You want to have notifications on so you get this information first. Shout out to Crypto Latina as well. And then this was another crazy stat right here. VDSC says, or Voltage Dragon Sailor Club says, the voltage is real. The VDSC is #1 by social mentions on Twitter. Think about what that means, y'all. For those, when it comes to NFT collections, our NFTs, the VoltEco Volte Dragon Sailor Club collection is being mentioned more than any other NFT collection out there. We got Azuki on the list, Killer Bears NFT, On Chain Monkey, God Hates NFTs, So Rare, Genuine Undead, Bored Ape YC, Moonbirds, VFriends, Other Side Meta, Dirty Robot Works, and VoltEco VDSC official is at the very top. So our own NFT collection. This is crazy, y'all. Like there's some big names behind some of these collections, and VoltEco, we didn't have the Elon push or some of these pushes that a lot of other projects had. This is straight from the mud. So to be at the top of this list, that's a major feat right there. But Toshi says integration with GATS by Inu ERC, adding our widget to the website to become deflationary. So that's probably maybe the 131st project, I think. Like I said before, think about when there's thousands of projects doing the same thing, all burning VoltEco. Shout out to Believes as well, keeping everybody voted. Vitoshi says mid-April has historically been a great time to launch rockets. 3 weeks, move mission. So we got a time frame here where we can expect VoltEco to possibly be continuously moving up. Even of course beyond then, but this next 3 weeks is going to be very exciting. So it's likely to keep the VoltEco holders that were already in, and then also attract new VoltEco holders, which will rise the floor price. So shout out to Bitcoin Trapper as well. He says multi-million-dollar airdrops to holders, AI-powered ecosystem, automated buybacks and burns, just broke $100 million market cap, another exchange incoming. Man, what else can we ask for? We got crazy utilities, and Vitoshi keeps dropping more on us. Vitoshi says VolteEco, the Volt and VDSC supply will be massively bought back and burned. Me trying to figure out what to buy first. Just gonna get both of them, man. Now remember, this is not financial advice. Always do what's best for you. But AI, buybacks, burns, airdrops, a whole different kind of Volte ecosystem. VolteEco. And then we also get, what is VolteEco? It is a unique utility using AI technology, automation, and smart contracts to collect existing and upcoming crypto protocol airdrops to then sustain the Volt ecosystem by rewarding holders and ensure project development. Crazy. What else can we ask for? Vitoshi continues to deliver us, valuable utilities. It's not like some utility that nobody's interested in or that, doesn't really benefit us. This is real utility right here. So, let's see what Vitoshi says to this one. Why VolteEco? As detailed yesterday, airdrops are becoming a big narrative and trend in the space. When looking at some of the examples listed below, it is obvious that automating these tasks can become an even bigger revenue stream. Because think about it, now it's doing it in our sleep, 24/7, looking for these different airdrops and, completing tasks to be able to get it and bring it back to VoltEco holders. So what does it mean for Volt and the VDSC? Proceeds from every successful airdrop will be split as follows: 25% to the VolteEco farming pools, 20% Volt buybacks and burns, 10% to VDSC buybacks and burns, and then 45% for the Volt ecosystem operations and future airdrops funding. So, to keep everything, keep the lights on basically, and, help, look for or complete other tasks through other airdrops to bring in even more airdrop money. So 10% to VDSC buybacks and burns. That's the NFT collection. 10% of those funds that come from this new utility will go to buying VoltEco NFTs and burning them. That's crazy. That creates more value for those of us holding NFTs because it makes all of our NFTs more valuable as more and more NFTs are burned. So 20% to Volt, buyback and burns. That's helping all of us holding VoltEco token because, buybacks and burns is making the supply lower and lower, which increases the value of our token as the demand increases. And then 25% to the VolteEco farming pools. So those that want to contribute tokens to basically stake their tokens, 25% of what's brought in will go to us individuals that are looking to be in those pools. So how to join a farming pool? This will require you to stake a minimum of 3 billion Volt plus 1 VDSC, which will give you 1 share of the pool. The first pool will open within 3 weeks. Check out the deck for further details on the contribution period and terms. So here's a website right here. I retweeted this on my page so y'all can check that out. Shout out to Hinot Crypto as well. Shout out to DJ Legends. Shout out to Jake Gagan as well. And we got another project integrating the VoltiChange widget to their website. Pokemon Inu. So shout out to them. More and more projects. Then we got a UFC champion, here to just join the Volt Army. So shout out to Alexa Grasso. She says, glad to vote with the people's crypto. Check them out. VoltEco. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we are, constantly making partnerships, constantly, collabing with, people from, all different places, from all different types of sports. And it's crazy to see, one of the women's champions, rocking with the Volt Army. So that's super dope. Of course, she has a large following, right? Let's check this out. So she has 76,000 followers. So give her a follow. Come show her some love for joining the Volt Army. So 76,000 potential, fans or people that support her that, she can spread the word to. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising. So them seeing, her support us, tagging us, that's what we want to, that's what we want to do. We want to constantly branch out and form new partnerships. But Bing X says, VoltEco giveaway, 1 billion Volt airdrop, 6 a.m., April 17th. Okay, that one passed. That was a retweet. But Toshi says, I'm still here. Oh no, this is a quote from this review. I'm still here without shib because I don't buy meme coins in general. I've got some Volt though. A Voltage shout out and review from Martini Guy YT. Check it out, 1415. Shout out to him dropping a VoltEco review. Shout out to Rodney as well. VDSC, Volte Dragon Sailor Club says only 4,402 VDSC available. Dragons are rare, and with VolteEco becoming their first buyback and burn mechanism, they will become even more rare. Why does this matter? So here's the thread here. The first and rather obvious point is that with a decrease in supply and a stable or increasing demand, the price will eventually rise, but there's more to it. On top of becoming the first buyback and burn mechanism for the VDSC, VolteEco will also become the first sustainable revenue stream for VDSC holders. So constant revenue stream coming in, every time they're, bringing money back into this pool, we get a percentage, I believe 10% for VDSC NFT holders. The supply and demand concept applies here again. Less available NFTs mean higher yield for the remaining ones. So although the proceeds and number of airdrops in which VolteEco will engage cannot be precisely determined, a fixed allocation of proceeds will be completed after every successful airdrops. Earnings will be split in the following manner. So 25% again to the VolteEco farming pools, 20% to the Volt buyback and burns, 10% to the VDSC buyback and burns, 45% for the Volt ecosystem operations and future airdrops funding. And last but not least, the final version of the Battle Royale Alpha, already on Steam, will launch in Q3 2023. No details regarding revenue for VDSC holders have been released yet, but should any be distributed, the same scarcity rules will apply again. So, major utility bringing back to the Volte Dragon Sailor Club, making those NFTs more valuable. So hopefully y'all were able to check out my last video and, if, it's not financial advice, but grab some before they start to make that move. And it's still not too late if you ask me. But let's see. Shout out to Hina Crypto Latina as well. Voltoshi says BTOC wallet is truly non-custodial decentralized Web3 wallet. BTOC is a decentralized exchange aggregator providing a one-stop decentralized crypto trading solution. Both solutions are part of the BTOC social network app with 10 million plus registered users who will have easy access to vote. So, more partnerships, making us, easy, more accessible to, people in other places, which we need. But as part of growth strategy in Asia, Volte has joined BTOC official swap partner program. Volte will be one of the first tokens to be listed on BTOC thus enabling in-app buys in an easy way. So that's dope. People being able to use the app and buy VoltiEco straight from the app. Shout out to Believes Crypto. Shout out to Hinot Crypto as well. Shout out to Gardo Wallet, said ready to power up your portfolio. Look no further than VoltiEco. Support for management on Garda.com. Our easy-to-use interface makes it simple to manage your electrified Volt. And then Overdose says another new utility from Volt is coming up soon. It's called Volte Eco, and they've just made a detailed thread about it. So getting the word out there, shout out to Alexa again, UFC champion, recently UFC champion, joining us. And then Blackbeard voting it up, talking about, actually I want to read this. It says concept of Volte Eco. It's a decentralized and autonomous protocol aimed at creating value by engaging with multiple existing and or upcoming network protocol or blockchain airdrops. Protocol definition. It is a multi-phase decentralized finance solution that operates under specific conditions and timeframes to target crypto airdrops, generate and collect revenue from them to bring them back into the Volt ecosystem. Each phase aims to maximize returns and support the ecosystem growth. Why VoltiEco? VoltiEco presents a unique approach to value creation through incremental development and engagement with a variety of networks and blockchain airdrops. By leveraging the power of artificial intelligence and the significant value brought by new ecosystems, VoltiEco aims to become a decentralized and autonomous revenue stream, allowing the sustainable expansion of the Volt ecosystem. So, breaking it down, so you can understand, what it is. Utility is disruptive, something that we haven't seen, something that makes the space it pushes the space forward. It's something that we don't see anyone else doing. Like I said, it's not a copycat utility, just seeing the next project do it and, Volt trying to jump on it. But Toshi is creating these utilities and bringing them to us, with, of course, the team himself, though. But super dope, super excited about VoltiEco. Bitcoin News talking about it. Pin post right here says it's time to vote. VoltiEco will be launched within the next 3 weeks. But before doing so, let's look into what it is, what it does, and how it works. So here's this website here. Let's take a look at the PDF. Okay, so first page here's 7 pages long. We got the concept. We read that first page. Then we get solution overview. VoltiEco is a pioneering decentralized finance solution that leverages blockchain technology, automated algorithms, and AI to optimize and automate entry into various project airdrops with a focus on automation and decentralization. The protocol aims to maximize the financial value creation for the Volt ecosystem while minimizing risk, cost, and effort. Technical specifications and operation. VoltiEco will target and interact with any existing and or upcoming crypto project airdrop to carry out the tasks required to qualify for these airdrops. Dedicated staff will continuously be on the lookout for upcoming airdrops, researching instructions, estimating the revenue that can be generated, and assessing the social and community feeling towards the event. Once a project which may or may not be publicly announced is identified, the dev team will develop the algorithms, smart contracts, nodes, and oracles aimed at interacting with the relevant protocol. So this is nice to see that there's going to be an active team that's constantly, updating things and creating, on the go to, continue to push this technology forward. But the above steps 1 and 2 have already been launched in the first half of April, thus suggesting the first airdrops are on the way. So algorithmic airdrop management, automated entry generation for multiple airdrop projects, AI-driven monitoring of project progress and potential rewards, controlled node management with incremental ranges of 5,000, 10,000, and 20,000 nodes up to a maximum of 100,000 nodes, Oracle integration, real-time monitoring of controlled nodes, identification and aggregation of rewards and airdrops, centralization of resources for efficient distribution, earnings allocation. Although the proceeds and number of airdrops in which the VoltiEco engage cannot be precisely determined, a fixed allocation of proceeds will be completed after every successful airdrops after every successful airdrops. Earnings will be split in the following manner. So we talked about how that split will go. VoltiEco farming pools, terms and conditions. So overview: to access the VoltiEco pools, users must follow the steps requiring them to be involved in the Volt ecosystem. This section describes the process and conditions for entering these pools. So participation steps and terms. Base requirement: to join a pool, users have to stake a minimum amount of 3 billion Volt tokens plus 1 VDSC NFT, which will give them 1 share of the pool, all shares being equal and having the same weight. Only multiples of the above amounts will be allowed. 3 billion Volt tokens plus 1 VDSC NFT, 6 billion Volt tokens plus 2 NFTs, 9 billion Volt tokens plus 3 NFTs, 12 billion tokens plus 4 NFTs, 15 billion tokens plus 5 NFTs. So that's the max amount right there, 15 billion Volt tokens. If you want to do more than that, you'll have to do it in a separate wallet. 15 billion Volt tokens plus 5 VDSC NFTs corresponding to 5 shares will be the maximum allowed per wallet. The first pool will be capped at a total of 600 billion Volt tokens plus 200 VDSCs, basically saying 200 shares. So once this is reached, y'all, once this 600 billion is filled up, the pool is full. So you won't be able to, join in until the next round comes around. I believe it's every 90 days, if I'm not mistaken. But contribution period: the pool will have a 10-day contribution period during which the smart contract will not require any additional tokens. Penalty fee: after the initial contribution period, the smart contract will levy a penalty fee of 100 million Volt tokens per share on top of the base amount of 3 billion plus 1 VDSC per share. The base amount of 3 billion Volt plus 1 VDSC will be staked just like for early users, while the penalty fee will be instantly burned. Nice, I like that in there. I like that. So if you're going to want to do this, you might want to, catch up on this quickly and decide if you want to get in. And if you do want to do that after doing your own due diligence, then you might want to get in quickly, so that way you don't have to pay that extra $100 million or 100 million Volt token fee. Now, I like that fee is burned because it just creates more utility and more, it makes the ecosystem more deflationary. So I just love it. But penalty fee increase: the penalty fee will increase daily 100 million tokens until the contribution period is closed. Sheesh. So it can get all the way up to 1 billion. If you do it on the last day, it can end up being, 10 days later, 100 million tokens per day. Last day, that fee can end up being 1 billion tokens that you will have to pay on top of the 3 billion Volt tokens plus the 1 VDSC NFT. So keep that in mind as well. But staking terms: staking will last for 90 days from the opening of the pool or until the airdrop distribution, whatever comes first. After 90 days or after an airdrop distribution, a new farming pool and a new contribution period will start. So I like that, creating multiple pools as well, attracting, bigger investors. So that's, a nice utility right there as well, or a nice feature of this new utility. But conclusion: VoltiEco represents a novel approach to DeFi, harnessing the power of blockchain technology, AI-driven algorithms, and a focus on automation and decentralization. By offering streamlined access to projects, airdrops, and automated resource management, VoltiEco aims to deliver a comprehensive and innovative solution for investors in the rapidly evolving blockchain ecosystem. Sheesh. Fatoshi just went crazy with that one. So that's our Volte update for this one. I'm gonna let y'all process that one. Of course, we're gonna do a live stream tomorrow, breaking this down more. Pull up on me, join. That's why you want your notifications on as well, so you don't miss these streams when we go. But make sure y'all got those notifications on. Recheck again, because YouTube is, it's kind of tripping on me right now, y'all. So you want to double check, make sure you still got those noties on. But we will be doing a stream tomorrow talking about this. I'll be answering questions that y'all may have, and let's talk about it, man. I want to see what how y'all feel about this. I'm excited. I think this utility is extremely dope. Millions of dollars worth of airdrops being autonomously, automatically collected for us and brought back to us, and spread out, distributed to, for token holders. So even if you don't have an NFT, you still benefit. It's just spread throughout the entire VoltiEco ecosystem. That's what we really want to see. But that's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.